it's extremely vital. We always have to look at the status as it relates to indigency of the accused, and it is our belief that Ms. Chambers is indigent, and it's just that simple. And pursuant to that, we made a request for funds that the law prescribes that she's entitled to under the circumstances for an expert witness.
How much money are we talking about?
It varies. I have no idea. I'm really not at liberty to disclose that because the experts are required to submit an affidavit of funds, but those amounts can change as we progress through the trial. You've got an amount that would obviously have to be provided to conduct investigations, interviews, do analysis, write reports, etc. And then, of course, there may be a separate amount that will be required to appear and testify at trial.
So are you guys asking for an initial amount, or it's just open-ended?
Well, no, it's never open-ended. There is an initial amount, and then, of course, that will change as we progress and get prepared for trial.
So what's the initial amount?
I don't remember the initial amount.
What's the ballpark?
We make between $5,000 and $10,000, I would assume.
For just one of the experts? And are you just
correct.
Asking for psychologists, or are you asking for more than that?
That's it. That's all we're asking for as assistant with a psychologist.
You mentioned in court that that's a critical piece. Can you
Absolutely.
just elaborate on that a bit?
Well, I mean, let's think about it from the very beginning. As the state just alluded to moments ago, competency was an issue from the very beginning. There were evaluations done from the very beginning. The state has had Ms. Chambers evaluated. The opinions obviously differ. It's going to take experts to explain the difference between the two evaluations.
Is the new mental defect law on the table for you?
It doesn't apply to us at all.
So what's next? What's going to happen June 1st?
Well, we'll be back on June 1st, and hopefully His Honor will make a ruling.
What would you say when the defense, the district attorney said, you know, she's already had an evaluation, she's already had a psychologist evaluate her, she was deemed competent to stand trial? What would you say to that argument?
Well, that's a different issue, and that is the very reason why we need the experts, because we have one that says one thing, another that says something other than that, and it's going to take an expert to explain the difference between the two. Now, while I can certainly litigate the matter, I'm not an expert in either one of the areas, and that's the reason the push is so hard for the experts.
The DA said to me when she was getting on the elevator that, I said, why are you so against it? She said, she's not indigent, but if you're saying the ballpark to even start with would be $5,000 to $10,000, and she's got $300 in her bank account. Also, you're saying her family's had quite a bit of hardship, obviously, with even just getting to this point right now.
Well, that's correct, and the reason we are where we are and the reason we will continue to be where we will be is because this is an adversarial proceedings. I don't ever expect them to agree with me on anything.